all them girls shook. My big fat got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance. Like, hey, flexing on the gram like, hey, hit the Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you off. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down for me, baby. 'Cause I love the way it feels when we grind. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Fellas, grab your ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she don't want for life. Ladies, grab your fellas and let's do this right.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And tonight, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's decide on a nickname once and for all. Big fella, you going with the alphabet or the Greek freak?
Greek freak is catchier, but as he gets better, he'll become a super freak.
Oof.
Like my main man Joel from high school.
Yes.
He was a freak.
Yes. He may soon be calling him the perennial MVP.
I think Greek freak has a better ring to it.
Yeah, I do too. But if you think, a lot of teams passed on this guy. I know what they're saying to themselves. You know what they're calling themselves? Dummies.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that was quick. And now we go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. We're in the city of Toronto, the home of the Raptors, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season, no doubt about that. A team with a lot of talent that can win really in a number of ways. They've been every bit as formidable as we anticipated.
No surprise whatsoever. This is one of the best teams in the league, and they will be a force to be reckoned with yet again.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring, and they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. D.A., thank you. Well, Steve, two strong benches tonight. Both front offices, great job building these teams and building their depth.
You're totally right, Kevin, and it's hard to do under this salary cap situation. You need strong talent evaluators to be able to have these type of benches.
Sometimes those guys, Smitty, are as valuable as the players themselves.
You're totally right. Whenever you can pick out talent and find guys that fit the great system, you have something.
Boys, nice and hot.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Bledsoe is out there with Brogdon. And it's Middleton in at the threesome.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
Pass to Brogdon. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
In so many defenses nowadays, really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out. Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Very solid, both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka, efficient inside.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Antetokounmpo, sinks that one from the post.
Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
The Raptors have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the paint, and he goes in for the dunk.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. For Toronto, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Green, and it's sent back by Lopez. Bledsoe with it. Lowry picks him up. The shot by Middleton, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
They double-team Bledsoe. Middleton outside. For 3, it's good from long range. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Raptors on defense. They double-team Bledsoe. Pass to Brogdon. Lopez outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Raptors have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Leonard with the steal. Outside Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand, Steve. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believed in Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this team now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's been dominant over the last month. 4th in steals, 5th in scoring. And he's truly a force around the rim, ranking among the top 5 in rebounds per game.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Now here's Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Here's Ibaka, banked in off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Green against Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. And Lopez throws it down.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Down low, here's Siakam. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 6.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation.
The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And he's good on the second. Raptors leading by 5. Green inside. He's guarded by Brogdon, and that one's good. Green. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with possession here. 7-point differential.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
That's good from Lowry on the assist from Ibaka. Lowry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bledsoe outside. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Toronto leading by 11. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
When you think back to 2014, Kawhi was named an All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, broke out as a true superstar.
2 shots. Smitty, as you were saying about Leonard, only 2 other players in league history had obtained all 3 of those honors in a single season.
And those other 2, Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, have been the only ones to do it. But Leonard did it at a very young age. Maybe the most amazing thing, Leonard still just entering his prime.
And the first one drops.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. I know, Steve, when you were an amateur basketball player, some people had suggested they're not teaching enough skill. Now that's...
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Raptors.
And this shot chart shows just how effective their offense has been this season. They're the top-ranked team in the conference, and they've gotten there because of how multidimensional their offense has been. They don't get their points from any one specific area on the floor. They can score from all over the place.
Right side, Antetokounmpo, and they double up Antetokounmpo. And that one's good by Lopez.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Valanciunas, good.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Brogdon. This one for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And that one's good. Green's got 16 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Got a piece of it. Middleton against Leonard. 6 to shoot. 20 feet out. And another basket for Milwaukee. And so here's Toronto. They lead by 11. The drive by Green. That one, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Green in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. And there's Green on the assist from Valanciunas.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
They double him with Green to the middle. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bucks trail by 15. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Off target from outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Bledsoe. Fast break Toronto. Here's Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first. The Toronto Raptors, they don't get enough credit for their defense. They were a top 5 team last year in an opponent field goal percentage. And as a group, they close out well and get a hand up on every shot.
And it's in there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 19. He kicks it to Middleton to halt the run. Great D that time from Green. And Steve, the Raptors defense, they may not have any first-team all-defenders, but as a group, they're solid.
They have strong rim protection. They were second in the league in blocks. They rebound well as a group. You don't think of the Toronto Raptors as a defensive team, but this team gets a lot of wins because of their defense.
Here's Bledsoe, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Personal foul.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. Some changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Siakam. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. And it's Wright in for Green. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Here's Miles. Buries it down low.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Hill, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe.
George Hill.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Count it.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And right, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Here's Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Hill.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. The Bucks shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo with 2 seconds left, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
2.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And he's good on the second. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Raptors running away with it. And we'll be back right after this. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
Anunoby out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. Miles, and it's right in a two-guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They retain possession, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Van Vliet, and finally they hit one. Van Vliet's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Raptors. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto.
Substitution for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Buries it down low.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Raptors leading by 23. Here's Miles. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Knocks it loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Anunoby. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Snell. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Outside Hill. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to Snell from downtown, but they recover it. Ilyasova finds Antetokounmpo, right wing. 3-pointer, Snell, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Lowry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 14 feet away. Antetokounmpo, no good. Lowry drives in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Lowry knows the contact is coming, really demonstrating his strength.
First personal foul, team's first.
One shot.
Some smaller players spend most of their time on the perimeter. Others really sacrifice, Steve, their bodies to make plays inside.
I think some of the small guys that get in there, like you said, is Kyrie Irving, one of the best at finishing. Kemba Walker, Mike Conley, Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry. Some of these smaller guys who don't mind throwing their body into the paint.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. Number one, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
He has fantastic vision, but he also has the ability to see the plays develop before they happen.
Ilyasova in the post. Ibaka on him. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
And the shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. With the floater, the rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Down low, Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Lowry penetrating. Got that one up quick. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Ilyasova. Over to the wing. Bucks passing it around. Hill has the open look, and too long on the shot. For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Lowry's shot is good.
As soon as Lowry sees some daylight in the mid-range, he'll pull up with no hesitation.
And here is Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Lowry. Right inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Hill. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Ilyasova. 5 on the clock. They need this one. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And that one's good. Right.
You know, he attracts a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
DiVincenzo, guarded by Wright. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Green.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
The first one falls. And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
No size or real force down there to keep the opposition from getting rebounds and easy putbacks. They have to be more physical and get dirty down there.
Ilyasova, no one around him. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one drops. Green's got 22.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
That one good for 2.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Milwaukee has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Ilyasova. This one for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Green. Buries it down low. Green's got 4 this quarter.
Hey, for a guy who's never averaged more than 12 points a game over an entire season, Danny Green is destroying them tonight.
Unloads from 13 and against the jumper to drop.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Toronto shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling. It's good. He's got 26.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up. And Green slams it in.
Fast break execution. Danny Green knows where he's supposed to be and seals the deal.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Even if you do come away with the win, you've made it a lot harder than it should have been. But that night, they just couldn't overcome it.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
First personal foul, team second.
And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table. A consistent 3-and-D player.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Looking to end the run. Over Valanciunas, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
So it's the Bucks now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Bledsoe left side, 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. The past month has been surreal. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
I mean, high-level feel for the game allows him to gamble with a purpose. Does he get burned once in a while? Sure, but not as often as he guesses right.
And it's Green, missing. The Bucks shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. Feeds it to Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Lopez with the steal. Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Valanciunas, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Bledsoe finds Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. Brogdon the pass to Ilyasova. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And the dunk by Lopez.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
Valanciunas, good. He has 6.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. The wide open look here for Lopez. Rebound by the Raptors. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper. And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
To the inside. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Toronto with the ball. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And 1:01 left here in the second. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 35.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
He was all alone on that one. That's 7 points for Chris Middleton.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Down low. They get a hand on it. Middleton off with the layup. And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back to Canada. The famous Toronto sign here in Nathan Phillips Square, just in front of City Hall. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Malcolm Brogdon out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And it's Leonard missing.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Green, no luck. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Antetokounmpo, no good. Outside Lowry. Puts up a 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
A nice three-point shooter. Kyle Lowry extends the defense trying to cover him.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. And there it is for him. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Toronto shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And Green, no good on that one. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Nice look there from Kyle Lowry, the Villanova Wildcat.
Now, Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. Pass to Brogdon. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. That three off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Shooting one.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. It's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Leonard with the ball. Count that one. Leonard's got 33 points. The Bucks shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the paint, and Antetokounmpo.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. The drive by Green, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches that has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money.
2 shots.
Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right? That free throw good from Brogdon. And the Raptors making a change here. White's checked in. So he gets them both. The Raptors have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. For 3, Brogdon. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
In the corner, Snell with it. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he gets the bucket. 39 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
In the corner, Snell with it. Lots of room. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 41.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
Lowry brings the double. Snell from outside drills the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Toronto working the ball around now. Lopez with the block. It's Hill on the wing. Lowry covering. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
The Bucks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Hill passes to Lopez. Snell from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Snell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 45 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Count that one.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Milwaukee with the ball. Kicks to Lopez. Over to the wing. Snell from outside. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Leonard attacking. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Leonard's got 49 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. By himself. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Inside, here's Snell. That shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. The feed to Leonard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Here's Snell. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Snell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there. No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he recovers it. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but
take a break.
You can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the first one drops.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Raptors with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Ibaka. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Tony Snell. Both free throws good from Hill.
Yeah, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard, Greg, both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
Free throw good, Miles. And Milwaukee has possession. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 23. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Yep, it counts. Wright's got 10 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Hangs in the air. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Here's Miles. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here is Hill, guarded closely. Here's Connaughton. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
The vision from George Hill, very careful with the ball. He makes the easy play.
And it's Wright missing. Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Hill. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Wright's got 4 this quarter.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage, bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there, not a lot of solutions. You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
VanVleet can't get it to go. The Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hill. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 5.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Wasted no time on that one.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. And that one, good. Miles has got 16.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Hill deciding where to go with it. And it's Connaughton missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what is 2 competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Miles, and then Miles with the dunk.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And he drops it in from the low post. Miles has got 14 points now in the second half.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Connaughton, good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
And it's right missing. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line. Some changes for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Green in for Wright. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for Hill. And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Raptors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Milwaukee, a couple spots below.
And I think for Milwaukee, yeah, here's a team that some people doubted coming into the season. Obviously heard all the chatter, banded together, and now they've strung together some great wins.
It's fun to watch. The guys are enthusiastic. The coach, the fans, they all just want to keep rolling.
The drive by Green makes it off the glass. Green's got 44.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
The pass to Connaughton.
Raptors foul called.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Bucks, Pat Connaughton. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Green, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Green's got 46 points.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Goes back up. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Green with the basket on the assist from Miles. Green's got 13 points in just this quarter. Passes to Connaughton. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Toronto Raptors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got C.J. Miles down out there with Green. Then there's Monroe. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And you watch Danny Green work. Smart guy, a grinder. That time, he draws the foul.
We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. That one misses. The Bucks shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Brown over to help. Here's Bledsoe. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Raptors. Miles, good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bledsoe against Brown. Count that bucket.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Brown. Here's Monroe. Smith with the defensive effort.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
Brown kicks to Maker. Three-pointer on the way. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Bounce pass from Bledsoe, and it's slammed in by Smith.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Here's Miles. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Miles has got 18 points just in the second half.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
The shot from the low post is good. 9 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. He kicks to Maker. Connaughton passes to Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And it's Miles missing. Bucks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Malachi Richardson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Miles drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Snell. Smith outside. Dishes it to Maker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by Brown. In Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's Miles missing. And the Bucks, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Siakam. And the shot goes in.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Bledsoe kicks to Smith. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Raptors call time here. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
And so Brown will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Monroe. The shot's good. Brown making the play. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Smith. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore. As you look back, is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I couldn't imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. Down low, here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
For 3, Richardson, good on the three-point shot.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
To the middle, here's Connaughton. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
He feeds it to Maker. It's blocked. Brown feeling it out a bit. And the layup is good.
Brown with the basket.
And here's Bledsoe. Top of the key. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen. Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
The Bucks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Inside, stolen by Monroe. Now the Raptors moving it up. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And it's Connaughton missing.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths? Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason. Obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, be aware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
Here's Monroe.
Raptors foul call. Malachi Richardson. That's his first personal foul.
And the Bucks, their shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Richardson, good.
And there's where if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Richardson's gone a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Inside, DiVincenzo. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it will be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
That's good from Richardson. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Maker. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. To the paint. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Ooh, you gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
Valanciunas has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. DiVincenzo. Richardson covering. And the dunk by Smith.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
To the inside, Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Valanciunas has gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Feeds to Smith. Good, the assist goes to Hill. 14 points for Smith.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Down low, DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Raptors.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
And it goes down 2 points. Richardson's got 19 points.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Kicks to Snell. There's the pass to Hill. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Smith drawn the double team. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
To the middle, DiVincenzo. Smith trying to break loose, lays it up and banks it in.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Richardson, good. He's got 23.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Out to the wing, beyond the arc, and Wright pulls it down.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Richardson, good. Now here is Hill. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. To the paint, all alone. And Smith puts it in. Smith's got 16 here in the second half.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Miles, that's good.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Toronto. Leonard, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Brown in for Richardson. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. He can't get that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Leonard attacking. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton. Snatched away. Leonard looking over the floor. The shot from the low post is good. Leonard's got 55.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing a good job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.